It is a cold autumn day. Your phone rings. You do not recognize the number. You answer anyway. On the other end, a calm young voice speaks. It knows your name. It knows where you live. It knows your family. And then, the voice laughs. In that moment, you realize something terrifying. You are not in control. And the person on the other end is not a spy, not a foreign agent, not an elite professional. It is a teenager. A teenager who just broke into the digital world of the most powerful intelligence officials on Earth. This is the story of the kids who hacked the CIA, and how a group of young hackers turned the world of intelligence upside down without ever leaving their bedrooms. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for more stories like this. You live in a world where secrets are protected by locked doors, encryption, security teams, and billion-dollar agencies. You are told that intelligence agencies see everything, hear everything, control everything. But sometimes, the cracks appear in the strongest walls. This story is not about a movie style mission with gadgets and lasers. It is about something far more unsettling. Teenagers sitting in small houses, behind ordinary computers, reaching into the private lives of the people who run the world. This is a story about power, about surveillance, about consequences, and about how fragile security truly is. It begins in England, a quiet neighborhood, small houses, gray skies. Inside one of those rooms sits a 15-year-old boy. He is angry about war, angry about the world, angry about the powerful people he believes never face consequences. He spends his days online, reading, talking, watching, and then one day, he decides to push back. He calls himself Kraka. He forms a small group with friends who feel the same way. They choose a name meant to sound bold, almost ridiculous, yet unforgettable. Krakus with attitude. They are not trained professionals. They are not government agents. They are kids. Kids with curiosity. Kids with time. Kids who feel invisible. Across the ocean, in the United States, another teenager watches these events unfold online. He goes by the name Default. He is fascinated by the power of information. Not just computers, but secrets. Secrets that shape politics. Secrets that influence wars. Secrets that control lives. The two worlds slowly drift toward each other, connected through glowing screens and encrypted chats. And then, everything changes. One day, the group discovers something shocking. High-ranking officials, people responsible for intelligence and national security, have weak protections on some personal accounts. Not government systems, not classified servers, personal, everyday, human, phone numbers, emails, service accounts, the kind everyone uses. What happens next sends shockwaves across the intelligence world. Private emails are accessed. Phone lines are disrupted. Information that should never have been vulnerable suddenly is. The head of one of the most powerful intelligence agencies in the world becomes the target. Family members receive calls. Accounts are tampered with. Private forms and personal details surface online. For a moment, the people who watch the world realize the world is watching them. What terrifies them is not the scale, but who did it. Not rival nations, not expert espionage units, teenagers. Teenagers who do not fully understand the size of the storm they are walking into. The consequences are immediate. Security teams move. Homes are secured. Investigations begin. Behind the scenes, anger builds like a storm. Agencies do not tolerate humiliation. And this is humiliation on a global stage. Now picture this. You are one of the most protected people on Earth. Motorcades, bodyguards, layers of defense. And yet, your phone rings. Your personal messages are read. Your private forms are exposed. You are trained to stay calm. But this is not part of any manual. You do not know who is calling. You do not know what they want. You do not know how far they have gone. You imagine possibilities. Is your family safe? Is this part of a larger operation? Is there more they have not shown? For the teenagers, adrenaline surges. What began as a symbolic protest now becomes an international investigation. The world's most powerful agencies are no longer watching distant enemies. They are watching you. Knocks echo on doors. Computers are seized. Lives change forever. There is no Hollywood chase scene. No dramatic music. Just quiet rooms. Handcuffs. Courtrooms. And long, silent consequences. When the dust settles, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Security is not just technology. Security is people. Human habits. Human mistakes. Human overconfidence. These events do not become legends of heroism. They become warnings. Warnings to governments. Warnings to corporations. Warnings to everyone who believes. It could never happen to me. For the teenagers, the price is heavy. Legal consequences. Restrictions. Permanent records. Moments of thrill turn into years of reflection. The story travels across news networks and documentaries. Not as entertainment, but as a lesson. A lesson about responsibility. About ethics. About how curiosity, anger, and rebellion can cross a line that cannot be uncrossed. And a reminder that power, without understanding, is dangerous, no matter who holds it. Tonight, you will lock your doors. You will close your windows. You will feel safe inside your walls. But the world has changed. Sometimes the greatest breaches do not come from armies or governments. They come from bedrooms. From quiet kids with loud thoughts. From minds that feel invisible until the world suddenly sees them. So the question lingers. If a few teenagers could shake the confidence of the most powerful intelligence officials on Earth, what else is truly secure?